What shall be the amount of installment, and also find out if monthly payments are required to be paid. So the question is, a person has borrowed rupees 50,000 to buy a laptop, which is to be paid in equal installment for 3 years and 8% interest on outstanding balance. What shall be the amount of installment, and also find out if monthly payments are required to be paid. So solution here is, we have the principal amount, which is rupees 50,000. First the first payment that we did for to buy the laptop. Then we got the rate of interest. The rate of interest is 8% per annum, or we'll write it 0.8 PA. And time, we got equal installment for 3 years. So what will be the amount of installment? So before that, we'll so before that, we'll first find the annual installments. So annual installments here is 50,000 into formula is, this is PBA is equal to A into 1 plus R to the power n minus 1 R into 1 plus R to the power n. So we have A is equal to 50,000 initial amount, then 0.08 into 1.08 to the power 3 divided by 1.08 to the power 3 minus 1. So here we are doing calculation, 50,000 into 0.08 into 1 to the power 0.08 is 1.2597, and one same denominator, 1.2597 minus 1. So annual installments is, so annual installment here we got is rupees 19,402. So we have, how much here we get for installment is 1 2 3. Hi guys, currently, actually now I'm studying the financial management, EIR. So EIR is 1 plus 0.08 by 12. EIR is the effective rate of interest. So effective rate of interest is, formula is 1 plus 0.08 by 12 to the power 12 minus 1. So here we have 1 plus 0.006667 12 1, then 1.0830 minus 1, this. So here we have ultimately 0.830 or 8.30%. So what, by the let the gono lomotsane, yeah. Total annual installment Total annual installment is 50,000 into 0.083 into 1.083 by 3 to the power 1.083 to the power 3 minus 1, so which is 19507. We have the estimated its effective rate of interest. Effective rate of interest we have got is total is 19,507. So 19,507 so 19,507 by 12 is 1625.58 monthly installment amount. Second we have to, so what shall be the amount of installment, and also find out the monthly installments are to be paid. So what shall be the amount of installment for we got the equal installment amount for 3 years. So the expected interest rate of the expected rate of interest, we got the 19507, which is a total annual installment. So now after that we have to find the monthly payments and required to be paid, which are required to be paid. So we'll do the last part, which is monthly installments required to be paid. Interest rate is 8%. We already know 8% per annum, which is 0.08 by 12 for monthly and 6. So monthly installment will be here is formula is 0.06. The value will change from 8 to 0.06 because in monthly we have taken this 12 value for the month and to the power 36. 12 into 3, 12. If 12 is the yearly value, then the monthly installment or the annual installment was for 3 years. So 12 into 3 is 36. So our power will change from 3 basic 3 to 36 now. So which will be later on we'll get 3. So how much is what shall be the amount? So now the amount that we are looking for is 1625.83 minus 1625.58 is 0.25 or 25 paise is required by a person to pay monthly installment for 3 years. For 3 years, 1 year 12 days. So 12 3 is 36 months. 36 into 25. 36 into 25 is 5 6 ja 30, 5 3 ja 15, 16, 17 and 18. 2 6 ja 12, 1 2 3 ja 6 1 7 0 8 9 7 1 8. So what, 890. If he'll be paying 890 for 36 days, then total will be 60 ja 0, 69 ja 6 9 ja 6 6 6 9 ja 50, 6 9 ja 6 5 ja 6 36, 6 ja 36, 6 7 ja 42, 6 8 ja 48, 6 9 ja 54, 4 5 6 6 8 ja 48, then this will be 48 53, 3 0 ja 0, 3 9 ja 27, 2 3 8 ja 24, 25 26 0 10 7 8 9 11 1 12 6 7 8 9 10 11 1 12 1. 12 2 is 24, 12 3 is 36, 25 into 3, 25 into 36, 6 5 is 30, 6 2 is 12, 13 14 15, 3 5 is 15, 1 3 2 is 6 1 7, 0 10, 7 1 8 1 9, 900. So 900 for 3 years is 3 0 0 3 9 is 18. 3 9 is 27, 2700. No, so 900 not 3 times, it's actually 25, 7 5 is 35, 3 7 2 is 14, 15 16 17. So 175 into 4 is, so that's 25 pesos. So now we nominal and effective interest rates. Nominal and effective interest rates. Here, nominal and effective interest rates. So compounded twice in a year. So T is equal to 0 rupees 1000. Rate of interest is 5%. So 6 months is half yearly. 6 months is half yearly because 12 is full. Half yearly, so 1000 plus 1000 into 5 by 100. This is literally 1050. So 1 year is 1050 plus 1050 into 5 by 100 is level 02.50. Rate of interest. So rate of interest per annum is level 02.50 minus 1000 by 1000 into 100. 10.25% per annum calculated figure. So here, effective rate of interest formula is 1 plus nominal interest rate, 1 plus nominal interest rate, frequency of compound, 1 plus nominal interest rate, frequency of compound minus 1. Nominal rate of interest EIF percent is 1 plus R percent by M minus 1 into 100 minus 1 into 100. Yeah. Question: given that the nominal rate of interest is 10% per annum, find out the effective interest rate if frequency of compounding is quarterly, monthly and weekly. So solution. So what is the question? So question here we got that is given that the nominal rate of interest is 10% per annum, find out the effective interest rate of frequency of compounding is quarterly, monthly and weekly. What did it say actually? Find out the effective interest rate if frequency of compounding, or find out the EIF if it is monthly or quarterly or weekly. So solution: Rate of interest here is 10% per annum for the, let's say, year one. Then effective interest rate is 1 plus r by m, formula m minus 1. M, not m minus 1, 1 plus r by m to the power m minus 1. So compounding. So now we will be compounding it quarterly, monthly and weekly. First quarterly. Rate is 0.10, m is 4. So effective rate of interest is 1 plus 0.10 by 4 to the power 4 minus 1. So this is 1 plus nominal rate of interest by frequency of compound. Frequency of compound we got here is 4. Nominal rate of interest, which was the rate of interest, is 10% per annum, which is 0.10. Then the frequency of compound was 4. So 4 by 4 minus 1. Okay, 1 plus 0.025 by 4 minus 1, 1.0254, 120.254 minus 1 is equal to 1.10381. 13 minus 1, 0.103813, or the 10.3813%. So effective rate of interest is 10.38% approx. So the answer and value here will be in percent because we are trying to find the effective rate of interest. So rate of interest will be, the value will be in the form of percentage and percentage. So 0.0, 0.103813, something like this. This will be in percentage form. Okay, so now quarterly is done, so let's go to monthly. Monthly EIR is 1 plus so the nominal rate of interest was 0.10, or r by 12 minus 1, because monthly we take 12, quarterly we took 4. M is equal to the frequency of compound. For quarterly we took 4. For monthly we are taking 12. So we have to assume that nominal rate is 10.5%. So effective rate of interest monthly is 1 plus 0.105 by 12 minus this one is equal to 0.1100, or 11.00%. Why this it became 12 actually? Because 10.25, the 10.5% is 10.5%. 10.5% is 1.1 plus 0.105 by 12 to the power 12. Okay, so for monthly we have done. So now let's go to weekly. You can see that whenever the question arises for multiple series type, then we have to go in the sequence, first quarterly, then monthly, and then weekly. We have to divide it in parts to get the full answer. It may feel like long, and you may feel like, isn't there any shortcut to solve this? But no, such questions don't need that. No shortcut is there. It is already short. If you just try and practice, then you will learn that this is short in itself, so you don't need to sort it more. Okay, so weekly EIR weekly is 1 plus r by, how the hell here is 52? Because in a year, let's say 52 weeks total in a year, 365 days, 52 weeks. Okay, so the compound frequency of compound has become 52 here. So the nominal rate is 10.5%. So effective rate of interest weekly we'll have to give 1 plus 0.105 by 52 minus 1, which is approx 0.1105 or 11.05. Continuous compounding when m is infinity. EIR lim 1 plus r by m minus 1 ER minus 1 m lim r is equal to 10% per annum is equal to 0.1. So there's we have done for the weekly, quarterly. Let me go take a bit break, okay, guys. Continuous compounding when m is infinity. So infinity exists in nominal and effective rate of interest because the frequency of frequency of compounding sometimes may become infinity, not weekly, quarterly, or monthly, because uh, infinity is when actually the infinity when does infinity exist. So infinity exists during financial, like loans are not infinity, they have some maturity period. I guess the pension schemes, they are infinities. So effective rate of interest 1 plus r by m minus 1. Effective rate of interest lim 1 plus r by m to the power minus 1 er minus 1. M is equal to infinity. E is equal to lim 1 plus 1 by x is equal to infinity. This is here basically we can see fractions here totally, because we have like took effective rate of interest 1 plus r by m minus 1, the formula, and we have divided in parts because of infinity. So lim 1 plus r by, so we have added lim 1 plus r by m to the power minus 1, and m is infinity, so lim becomes like lim. Here we have changed the fractions. If the compounding frequency of compound is infinity, then e will become the lim 1 plus 1 by x is equal to infinity. So r is equal to 10% per annum, which is 0.10. So EIR is ER minus 1. ER minus 1 effective ratio it becomes, because ER we can cut, then lim ER r will go there, then r minus 0.1 we have got, right, and minus 1 is 0.1052 or 10.52% per annum. This is the continuous compounding. So guys, today we have learned the financial management, nominal and effective interest rates for compounding monthly, quarterly and yearly, and person having 3 equal installments for 3 years, and he borrowed 50,000 sum of money, and he has the rate of interest 8%. So what shall be the amount of installment, how much he'll have to install, and also find out if monthly payments are required to be paid, and also find out that if the monthly payments are required to be paid, so that he pays the loan on his account. Okay guys, so that's what it is. Determine the future value of 10,000 at the end of year 7th year. Identify if the compounding rate of interest is 10% per annum compounded continuously. So FB always make a dash, okay guys, when you note down, because it makes your note look clean. So always remember to make some dash line. Okay guys, so question here is determine the present value of rupees 10,000 at end of 7th year. Identify if the compounding rate of interest is 12% per annum compounded continuously. So here we have sent the formula of compounded continuously, which is frequency of compound to infinity. So compounded continuously. So determine the present value of 10,000 at the end of 7th year. When do we determine the present value? Present value is like usually at the end of 7th year is related to mostly the some installment that happens in when you take insurance also. So what will be the present value? Of course we have to think about the present value and installment, because we have to pay installment year after year. So what is the present future value? Identify the compounding rate of interest is 12% per annum compounded continuously. So continuously future value and 1 plus r by m, and is equal to 1 plus ER minus 1 n is equal to ERN is equal to ERN. Single cash flow continuous compound. So FBN is equal to EM into C. So basically 1 plus ER minus 1 n is equal to ERN is equal to ERN. This is the because here why ER minus 1 it came because we have included the limb. When the limb comes, then the effective rate of interest 1 plus R by M minus 1 formula becomes ER effective rate minus 1 because the limbs changes the fractions of the compound frequency to x. So in continuous compound frequency value is infinity. So when it's infinity, we cannot calculate something that is infinity. Infinity is like forever. So infinity infinity so infinity so if we can't calculate infinity, then we becomes 1 plus ER minus 1 by n ERN and ERN EM into C. So here principal amount we have 10,000, rate of interest we have 10%, which is 0.10, and time we have been given 7 years. So calculating present value. This ERN is basically the required calculation type to take out to it is needed. Okay, this like something ERN ER minus 1 is a needed value which is required to calculate the future value of the installments. Also, so this needed value here 10,000 into E M into C. M is 0.10 into time is 7. So 10,000 into E is equal to 0.7. Using E is equal to 0.7, 2.0138. The present value is 10,000 into 2.0138. We get 2138 answer. So yes, after taking the needed calculation, ERN is equal to ERN, EM e to the power n into C, you calculated the present value. So the principal was given 10,000, rate of interest was 10%, and the time was 7 years. So 10,000 into EM into C. M is 0.10 and C time is 7 years. So 10,000 into E0 0.7. So E 0.7 is basically 2.0138 value. Okay, so the present future value is 10,000 into 2.0318. So 0138 is 2138 answer. Finally, this was single cash flow multi-period compound. And I know you like this, start with the rice that you listen, don't touch you like this. Cause I want to make it jealous, I know you got me where you go. I know. Net present value. Capital budget by investment decisions. What is a net present value? It is a sum of the present value of cash flows associated with an investment. 15% for annum. A, B, and C will at NPV of A is decision rule. If NPV is less than 0 or greater than 0, then accept the investment. If net present value is lower than 0, then reject the investment. And if net present value is equal to 0, you may accept or reject the investment. Optimistic may accept it, and pessimistic may reject it. Assumption here is given. While determining NPV, it is assumed that the immediate cash flows are reinvested at the rate of cost of capital. So, value additivity, the discount process facilitates the measuring cash flows in terms of present value. That is equivalent current value of future cash flows. Therefore, NPVs of projects can be added. For example, NPV of A plus B is equal to NPV A plus NPV B. Some of PBs of CFs like K% discount per annum. Cost opposite cost of capital or weighted average cost of capital. It is a sum of present value of cash flows associated with an investment. Two cash flows, not give zeros. 1, 2, 3, C1, C2, C3, Cn minus 1 and minus 1, C, Cn plus Tn. Glad to see that. Now I know where you go not tonight. Talk with the right, start your listen, friend. Don't touch you like this, girl, with someone to make you jealous. I know it's gonna hurt me when you go. I know, still gonna let you come into a window. Start your listen, friend.